We've got a situation. I think my flip-flops are going to break. So we might be doing the next, how many? We're not even halfway yet. Good morning, YouTube. It's day one of the 20,000 step challenge. Let's go. Here we are, first walking to work to start the day. Let's go. Get that morning cup of coffee.
Squat to catch, squat to press. Lie and fasten the head. Keep it high. Now drop and drive.
Here I am getting in my steps before work, and it's one hell of a miserable day today. Lie. So we're only day two. So far it's 5:30. I've just got about half an hour before I go to work to teach aqua. I've only done 11,346 steps so far. I'm judging by the time I've taught aqua, there's a lot of movement in that class. I'll probably hit around 17,000. So then the 3,000 on top, but my legs, I'm having a few issues with my knee. I don't know whether it's from teaching body pump this morning, back to back from yesterday on today, or because I've increased the amount of aqua classes that I'm teaching. But yeah, so I'm trying to sort myself out with a foam roller. I don't know if you can see right now. I'm trying to get that sorted. But yeah, so we're only day two into this 20,000 step challenge for 7 days, and it's already getting to me. So I'm here. I don't want you to feel sorry for me, because I bring these silly challenges onto myself. No one but myself to blame. But I just thought I'd just share this raw moment with you. It's no easy feat by any means. Foam rolling really did help so much. I also did lots of stretching, and it did wonders for me. If you're doing this challenge, I highly recommend getting a foam roller and stretching as much as you can. So now I'm going to finish off the steps on the walking pad. So let's go. Day three, and I'm not gonna lie, I am exhausted. I'm that tired, I can't even be bothered to film, if I'm quite honest. So far, I've got up to just over 15,000 steps. That's going to teach aqua this morning on the way to work, teaching aqua, coming back. I did about 40 minutes on my walking pad, and I'm literally just lying here thinking I've got to go and get ready to go to work. So let's just hope now. I've got till tonight now to do 5,000 steps. So the goal was, I work late shifts. On Monday, day one, I got to about 14,000 before I got to work in the evening. And that was after I do body pump in the morning, was practicing body combats, body attack, had a break, then went to work. But I did about 14,000 by the time I got to work in the gym. And by the time I'd finished work, I was still at like 17,000. So when I got home, I had to spend what seemed never ending on my walking pad. So today I just thought, you know what, I'm going to try and do at least just over 15,000. So I know I'll probably do about 3,000, 3,500. Unless we get bogged down with inductions, I can only pray that's the case. And then I'll probably hit more steps. But I don't want to be pounding away just before I go to bed tonight. So the idea is to just try and get most of the steps now done and dusted, walking to work, around work, and then walking back. Why do we do these stupid challenges? It is only day 3. Day 3. Stay tuned. That's day 3. Done. Finally. It's day 4 of the 20,000 step challenge. Let's go! I've got some time, so I'm just randomly walking around the bus stop just to kill some time, get some steps in. Okay, walking pad time. Today I'm a little bit behind on the steps, even though I've gone to Halzoin, I've taught aqua, I've come back. I've got a little bit of a gap before I go back to work, so I'm just going to crack on and hopefully catch up. I think the game of action is definitely trying to get at least 14,000 before I go to work. In that way, was it 14,000? No, I think I agreed like 15,000, and then so I've got a little bit to get while I'm at work, and then I won't need to spend so much time on the walking pad when I get back, just before I go to bed, because I think I finally got this crack, but today I'm a bit behind, so I'm going to try and ramp up the speed, and might even go for a little jog just to get those steps in, just to get ahead. We will not be defeated. I knew this was going to be challenging. I just thought, like, because normally I average between probably around 10,000, or maybe, that's a fib, maybe about 8,900 to about, on a good day when I'm teaching aqua, when I'm here and about and everywhere, So like on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, I can knock out about 16,000 steps in one day. So I thought 20,000 be no problem, but it's the days like this when I'm rushing about. I'm not rushing now at the moment, but it's the days like this when I've got aqua. It's a bit later in the afternoon, so I get a house home. Well, the problem is I tend to be really early because I hate being late, but then I'll have 2 coffees, and I'm just sitting down. So I'm guessing I could have used that time to go and knock some walking out in the gym or something while I was waiting around, but that just doesn't happen. So now I'm racing against the clock to try and get them done before I rush off to work. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Right, let's go. Good morning, YouTube. Day 5 of my 20,000 step challenge. Let's go, team, let's go. I purposely got to Dudley early today before I teach aqua, just so that I can go for a little walk before I go to the centre to teach aqua. Give me a chance to get some steps in and outside for once rather than on the walking pad. Because it's a nice day, so why not? So looking at last week's average, I did about just over 15,000 steps when I finished teaching aqua. That includes doing body pump in the morning, as I have done today, walking to the bus stop, walking off the bus. So I think ideally I want to do around 8,000 by the time I get to Duncan. I'm at just over, actually 7,241, 42, 43. So actually, we're not far off. So a little walk. I'll go. I'll probably need to get some snacks as well. So that'll be a bit of walking around the shops, and then yeah. But it's so funny, I'm actually just going around in a circle. I'm literally just trying to get those steps in. But I think if I've got 8,000 steps done, and then I reckon I'd probably do about 5,000 steps teaching aqua. I get a lot of steps in when I teach aqua somehow. So yeah, actually I might aim for about 9,000, and then I could go walk down the road to work. And yeah, so then I should do a little bit more this evening, so it won't be that far, it won't be that bad. I won't have that as many. I don't really want to. The last couple of evenings I've been saving a large chunk of the steps to do before I go to bed, so that means like an hour on the treadmill before I go to bed, and I don't want to do that this evening. So if I could try and get everything done and just only a few in the evening, then that'll be sweet. But we're on day 5. Saturday, Sunday, then done. We've nearly made it. Nearly. We can do this. Keep pushing. Right, well, little walk around the little walk around there, just 7,500. So I reckon we're going to have to walk all the way back round again, then go to the shops, then go to work. Here we go, let's walk around again. Ooh, some nice music. One more loop and then I think we should be at around 9,000. Job done. Morning YouTube, we're on day 6 of my 20,000 step challenge. Let's go! Right, plan of action today is to go to work, and then I'm going to go on a 10-mile walk later on with my cousin around Cannock Chase. So that should easily get the 20,000 steps in today with ease. Let's go. Looking forward to going on a walk later. Down. How many left?
14.
14 to go. Delicious. 3 kilometers in. Only how many?
12.
12.
3 kilometers in, 12 to go.
Oh.
Mav on his so-called cold water therapy.
Oh, it's cold.
Go on, say it.
Oh my day.
Me personally, I'd have just gone on with the flip-flops and gone in with the flip-flops on.
Oh no.
So pretty, so clear.
There you go.
Put your flip-flops on and go in.
No, they're not called flip-flops.
They're going to get wet anyway with your wet feet.
No, Mum.
Look at his face.
Mum, the thing is, you feel on me dirty from standing in that bit there.
It's clean water now.
Yeah, still has to put your flops on to wash your feet.
Mum, go in there. Go in that little deep bit.
It's clean water.
It is really nice.
I think
This
you should.
is like
Put our trainers on, I'd dip my feet in.
it's definitely cold therapy.
You mad, Bill? I would, and it will bring your feet, stop them from hurting.
That has done something to my feet, I'll tell you something.
Mm.
5 kilometers down, 9 kilometers to go.
And a half.
And a half. Oh, we found another surprise. Another little river down there. Easy.
And he's in.
Let's do air
Squat.
Yeah. Oh, that's cold.
Yeah, it looks cold.
Woo.
Ta-da!
Delicious.
That was delicious, was it?
You've got a situation. I think my flip-flops are going to break. So we might be doing the next. How many? We're not even halfway yet.
No, 9 kilometres.
9 kilometres barefoot. Might have to tie a couple of leaves to the bottom of my feet. Look at this. We've got these on so they might fit 1 foot at a time. If these flippy flops don't hold fire. Oh, God hell. We're not even halfway yet. We'll have to use these if the flippy flops don't hold fire. This is the situation we're against. The holes are getting bigger. Oh dear. Look at this tree. It's like some enchanted forest rubbish, this is. Belle's made me a new sole, just in case my flip-flops break. Only 2.84 miles to go. We're 11 kilometres in now. And I've actually officially met 20,000 steps and so 20,000 steps, 873 done. And flip-flops so far are still intact. We've still got what? About 3 kilometres left. So we're well ahead today. No treadmill tonight. Thank God for that. 1 more day tomorrow and then done. That's it, 14 kilometres done and actually 24,000 steps. So, or 14 and a half to be precise. Morning YouTube. So it's day 7, the last day of my 20,000 step challenge. And today we're starting a little bit later, as I had a lie-in this morning. Must have needed it. I think I'm preempting myself as next weekend I'm working. I've got to be up at like 4:30 AM next Sunday. So yeah, I just wanted to make the most of this Sunday, as it's the only day I get to have a lie-in for a long time actually. So yeah, but let's go. Well, I think the plan of action is to go and do my weekly shop and maybe a long walk along the canal.
What's the film, Edge? Tiny Dragon?
The The weather doesn't look very promising at the moment though. So we can only hope it gets better. Well, shopping done, and I've had to quickly go back home because it did start to drizzle a little bit. So I've just packed my waterproof jacket, so there's no excuses really. And well, it's cleared off now, the rain has, so let's just hope it stays off. But I have got my coat, so there's no need to worry if it does. But yeah, so I'm just going to have a long walk along the canal, see where I end up, and then this should be the last push now. I've so far, so 2,353 steps. So got quite a few to do. Around 18,000, but I reckon if I get to around 17,000, then I can just do the rest at home later on, just pottering around the house doing the housework. So that's the plan. That said, if I might get carried away walking. Despite the weather looking a bit overcast today, it is actually pretty warm, and there's also a nice little breeze, so that's great. So yeah, should make the walking a little bit easier. And who knows, with this weather, it's cloudy one minute, it's sunny the next, raining the next. Can never predict this weather. There we go, it's starting to rain now. Let's hope it doesn't last long, but at least I've got my coat. Look at this little beauty spot that I found. Okay, so 9,000 steps done, and I believe now I'm in Stourton, I believe. So I think what I'm going to do is go and continue and try and get to the Stew Pony. I think if this goes that route, maybe. Or towards Kimver anyway, Stourton, Kimver way. And then from there head back, because I think once I hit 10,000, probably be about, I think all in all, it's taken about, is it 7,000 steps to walk here. I had the 2,000 before I started walking. That's 9,000. So yeah, 10,000. Certainly be about 17,000-ish when I get back, and then just should hit the 20,000 steps easily. And to be honest, day 7, and I feel like I could actually go on forever. I feel good. It's mad how your body just adapts, I guess, to the challenge. I'm not going to lie, it has been challenging, and there's been times when I've questioned my reason for doing this, and I guess really it's just to show that you can become resilient. You know, you can push it on, you can keep going despite the challenge. You've just got to find a way. If you've got determination, you'll just keep pushing. You'll find a way to overcome the challenges. And if you've come this far, you can take that resilience into your weight loss journey. You know, if you're determined to lose the body fat, lose the weight, you will find a way. And it's not going to be easy. There's going to be challenges. It's going to be so hard. But as long as you've got that determination, that resilience up here, you'll do it. You just have to keep going. You just have to find a way to keep going. For me, it's all about these little challenges. They keep me engaged, they keep me challenged, and keeps things interesting, you know. Because I think the worst thing you can do is get so stagnant that life's just predictable. If you're challenging yourself, you'll find a way to keep going. Time for a little snack. Just hit 17,000 steps, and I've still got about 30-ish minutes left, I think, of walking, probably until I get back. So we might actually hit just a little bit over 20,000, and then that for me is a wrap. And it's already got me thinking of the next challenge. It's amazing what walking can do. So I've done this whole walk without listening to music or anything like that. I think getting outside is really good for like your mental health, and it's just so good because you've got so much time to just think and yeah, just be, I guess. But anyway, with all this time on my hands, because honestly, walking 20,000 steps a day takes a lot of time. Probably if you average it out over the day, it's around 4 hours. And it's not until I actually try and conquer most of those steps all in one go that you realise, wow, it's a lot of time. And to be honest, I thought the weekends was going to be a lot harder because, well, not so much Saturday, but Sundays are generally my rest day. So any given Sunday I could be averaging between maybe 5,000 to 8,000 depending on what I'm doing. If I'm just pottering around the house and just doing my weekly shop, then probably around 6,000. Sometimes I do like to, but yeah, I guess it just depends on what's going on. But usually, I did think that Sundays would be a lot harder, but it hasn't. So it's actually probably been the best day yet. Yesterday was a good day for steps, Saturday, because I went on that walk with Kirsty and Belle, and that was brilliant because it's so good when you've got company, and it was so fun. It really was fun. Cannock Chase, that circular, we found it on the All Trails app, and that's an app that we use to look for long walks and stuff, which I find really helpful and really good. There's some really cool routes on there. But yeah, so it was really good fun yesterday and today. So the weekend has actually been really good for getting these steps in. The week was more challenging than I thought it would be. So I thought that the week would be easy to get the steps in because I'm here, there and everywhere. You know, I teach loads of classes, teach aqua, and it's just walking to and from work. And depending where I'm at, like sometimes I can be in House Zoe in the morning, and then in Stourbridge in the evening, or Dudley, or Stourbridge in the morning, Dudley in the evening on a Friday. So I thought, yeah, those days I would really smash those steps because majority of the time I'll probably get about 14,000 to 17,000. But I was really stunned at how much I underestimated some of the days. Now, Monday was particularly the hardest. So day one was the hardest, and that took me by surprise because I teach body pump in the morning. I also covered Catherine's breakfast blast class, so I thought, yeah, I'll easily wrap up some steps like during the day before heading to work for my shift on the evening. But body pump's amazing, but it's so stationary. So actually, I don't really get that many steps in while teaching body pump. So walking to and from, you know, that wrapped up about 2,000 steps, and then walking around while I was teaching breakfast blast, that wrapped up probably another about 2,000 steps. But teaching body pump, it's you're in one place, so there's not much moving about other than, you know, changing the equipment and getting up and down and stuff like that. So there's not many steps in body pump. So that took me by surprise. I think as a game plan I should have probably gone for a run in the morning, and then that would have helped, because that's what I was doing for a bit, but I've had a bit of time off from the running just to focus on other things. But yeah, so Monday was the hardest, and I found myself after finishing my shift, so I don't finish my shift until 9:45 in the evening. I got back home and I think I still had about so I had clocked about 17,000 steps, which doesn't seem a lot, but when I didn't get back home until 10 p.m, you know, I think I was on the treadmill on my running walking pad for a good hour, so 11 p.m, and usually by the time I finished work at 10 and got home for 10, that's it, you know, I just want to wind down. Well, because I was doing this challenge, it was just like, no, you can't. I have to complete, it's only day one, so I have to get this done. I can't flaff now, this is just the first day. So yeah, so that really, day one was the hardest. But that being said, it kind of made me aware that I needed to get the steps in a little bit earlier during the day, so that I didn't have that problem again come Tuesday, Wednesday. Slowly but surely I started clocking on Tuesday. I made a proper attempt of getting the steps in early, even though I taught body pump on the Tuesday, so I had to go to Halzoian. I came back and then I just really dialed in on the steps on the walking pad before I headed off to teach aqua in the evening. Luckily for me, teaching aqua is very active and I'm hearing about and move about and jumping around and stuff like that, so aqua really does work in my favour. Wednesday, again I taught aqua on the morning, but I knew I was on shift come 4 PM till 9:45. I made myself get my steps in before heading to work after teaching aqua. I think I did a body combat workout on Les Mills Demand, and also just practiced some of the body combats because I just want to be prepared if a cover class comes ahead. And I also practiced some of my body pump exercises as well. Thursday, same again, really just really hitting, just really making a conscious effort to get the steps in early, and that's it really, that's all I can do. But yeah, I bet we're on 20,000 steps now, I need to check. 18,000 steps now, so not quite the 20,000, but again I've still got a bit of a way to go now. By the time I get back we should definitely be at 20,000, and it's Sunday, and guess what happens on the Sunday? Housework, or flat work should I say, so that should definitely rake up some extra steps before I settle down. But this walk has been so cool, and this has probably been, yesterday was my favourite, but this was good because I went to Prestwood Avery, so I walked, or I'm just so like as if I walked to Prestwood Avery's. Well, that's what it used to be called when we were kids, and I just wanted to go and check it out because my dad used to take me and my brother there when we were like really little, and I wanted to see if it was still the same. And I swear they used to have chickens there when we were kids because they had like an outdoor bit, but I couldn't see that. But they had the fish, and it looked pretty much the same apart from the outdoor bit with like the birds outside. But yeah, I just can't believe I've actually walked there. Like, that's just mental. But I think the next challenge now, because when I got to Stourton I was walking, I kind of missed the turning to get off at Stourton to begin with, and then so I got to the bridge where it cuts off to, so it goes to like Wolverhampton and then Stourport. So Stourport is my next goal post, I think. I'll be curious to how long that will take me, and then back. But yeah, that's the next goal post, I think. I think walking along these canals is definitely my favourite. It's amazing how far you can get. I think it's really good, like if you're starting out on your weight loss journey and you're too intimidated to go to the gym and you're not quite ready yet, getting outside, find your nearest canal and just walk. Yeah, just go as far as you can and then come back, and each time you can just build on that. And honestly, I think walking is probably the most accessible exercise that anyone can do. You know, it's what we should all be able to do. And you know, you can build on it. It's free, doesn't cost a thing, and all it just needs is just a little bit of your determination to get out there and just go. So yeah, just do it. There we have it, 20,000 steps. done. Day 7 completed. There you go. Day 7 done. I think from this challenge, the main thing I've learned from this challenge is that you're more resilient than you think you are, you know? Or you can be more resilient than you think you are. And, you know, this challenge hasn't been as easy as I thought it would be. But when I decided to do this challenge, the bacon, I thought this would be mega easy. But it's been, you might not be ready to do 20,000 steps, but you might be ready to do 8,000 steps, or, you know, even 6,000 steps or 5,000 steps. You can take my challenge and make your own challenge. And just like that, that's it from me today. That's my 20,000 step challenge done. I'll be posting, keep an eye on the screen, so the next couple of slides will show you the breakthrough of the days every day, of how many steps I did in each day. I think the next challenge for me is either going to be, I've been thinking, you know, maybe 25,000 steps, or, but I think one challenge is definitely walking to Stourport from Stourbridge. So I'll get on the canal from the bonded warehouse in Stourbridge, and then I'll just keep walking until I get to Stourport. And you know what? I'm actually really excited about this. This is going to be epic. So stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. What do you want me to see? What do you want me to do next? And what kind of things do you need help with on your own fitness journey? Post below, reach out, and yeah. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Have a great evening, great day, or wherever you are. Keep it real. Laters. Thank you. And here's the breakdown of all the steps I've done throughout the week of my 20,000 step challenge. Some days I overachieved, and then some days I literally just hit the mark.